Why 90% of crypto projects fail, and how to find the 10%. 90% of crypto projects fail, not because they're scams, not because they got hacked. They fail because they were designed to fail from the very beginning. And if you don't understand why, you're going to keep investing in projects that are doomed before they even launch. By the end of this video, you'll understand the 5 reasons most crypto projects are designed to fail, and the 7 criteria that separate real projects from vaporware. Because the difference between building wealth and losing everything comes down to knowing which 10% might actually survive. And if you want to learn how to identify legitimate projects before you invest, hit that subscribe button right now. I break down what separates real projects from failures every single week. Let me start with a hard truth. Most crypto projects aren't businesses. They're not trying to solve real problems. They're not trying to build sustainable revenue. They're fundraising mechanisms designed to extract money from retail investors and transfer it to insiders. That's it. That's the business model. The token launch, the hype cycle, the pump, the dump, the slow death. This pattern repeats thousands of times every year. Different projects, different names, same outcome. And here's what makes this so frustrating. The warning signs are always there. The fundamentals never made sense. The tokenomics were designed to fail, but people invest anyway. Because they see the hype, because they see the price going up, because they think they'll be the ones to get out before it crashes. But 90% of the time, they're wrong. So let me show you exactly why these projects fail. And more importantly, how to find the 10% that might actually succeed. Here are the 5 reasons most crypto projects are designed to fail from day one. Reason number 1, no real product or use case. Most crypto projects are just tokens. There's no actual product, no actual service, no actual problem being solved. They have a white paper full of buzzwords. Decentralized, revolutionary, game-changing. But when you ask what the product actually does, there's no clear answer. Here's the test. Can you explain what the project does in one sentence without using crypto jargon? If you can't, neither can they. And if they can't explain it simply, they probably don't have a real product. Before you invest, write down in one simple sentence what the project does. If you can't, don't invest. Reason number 2, unsustainable tokenomics. Tokenomics is how the token supply, distribution, and incentives are structured. And most projects have tokenomics designed to enrich insiders and dump on retail. Here's what to look for. If the team and early investors hold more than 30% of the supply with short vesting periods, they're going to dump on you. If there's high inflation with new tokens constantly being created, your tokens will lose value over time. If there's no clear reason why the token needs to exist or why it would increase in value, it won't. Always check the tokenomics. Look at supply distribution. Look at vesting schedules. Look at inflation rates. If any of these are unfavorable, don't invest. Reason number 3, no path to revenue. Real businesses generate revenue. They sell products or services. They have customers who pay them money. Most crypto projects have no revenue model. They raise money by selling tokens. That's it. Once the token sale is over, they have no way to generate income. And without revenue, they can't pay developers. They can't market the product. They can't sustain operations. So the project slowly dies. The team moves on to the next project. And token holders are left with worthless tokens. Ask yourself, how does this project make money? If the only answer is selling tokens, it's not a real business. Reason number 4, team has no relevant experience. Building a successful crypto project requires technical expertise, business experience, and industry knowledge. Most crypto teams have none of these. They're anonymous, or they're young developers with no track record, or they're serial project launchers who failed multiple times before. Real projects have real teams with real experience. You can verify their identities. You can see their previous work. You can check their credentials. Research every team member. Check their LinkedIn. Look at their previous projects. If you can't verify they have relevant experience, don't invest. Reason number 5, built during a hype cycle. Most crypto projects launch during bull markets when hype is at its peak. They're designed to ride the wave of euphoria, raise as much money as possible, then fade away when the market turns. These projects aren't built to last. They're built to capitalize on temporary market conditions. Real projects are built during bear markets, when hype is low, when only serious builders are working, when the focus is on building actual products, not just pumping tokens. Be extremely skeptical of projects that launch during peak hype. The best projects are often built when no one is paying attention. These 5 reasons explain why 90% of crypto projects fail. They were never designed to succeed in the first place. And if you're finding this valuable, hit that like button and subscribe. Next week, I'm breaking down the biggest Ponzi scheme in crypto right now. So how do you find the 10% that might actually succeed? Here are the 7 criteria that separate real projects from vaporware. Criteria number 1, solves a real problem. The project addresses an actual problem that real people or businesses have, not a theoretical problem, not a problem that only exists in crypto. A real problem in the real world. Ask yourself, would this product be useful even if crypto didn't exist? If the answer is yes, that's a good sign. Criteria number 2, has a working product. The project has an actual product you can use right now, not a roadmap, not a promise. An actual working product with actual users. Try the product yourself. Use it. See if it actually works, and if it's actually useful. Criteria number 3, generates real revenue. The project makes money from selling products or services, not from selling tokens. Real revenue from real customers. Ask to see revenue numbers. Legitimate projects will share this information. Criteria number 4, experienced and doxed team. The team members are publicly known. You can verify their identities. They have relevant experience. They have a track record of building successful projects. Verify every team member on LinkedIn. Check their previous work. Make sure they're real people with real credentials. Criteria number 5, sustainable tokenomics. The token distribution is fair. The team and insiders don't hold a massive percentage. Vesting periods are long enough to align incentives. Inflation is controlled, and most importantly, there's a clear reason why the token needs to exist and why it would increase in value as the product succeeds. Spend time understanding the tokenomics. If you don't understand why the token would increase in value, don't invest. Criteria number 6, strong community and organic growth. The project has a real community of users and supporters. Not just speculators, not just people hoping to get rich. Actual users who find the product valuable. And the growth is organic, not driven by paid influencers, not driven by coordinated marketing campaigns. Real people discovering and using the product. Join the community. Talk to people. See if they're actual users or just speculators. Criteria number 7, transparent and consistent communication. The team communicates regularly and transparently. They share progress updates. They admit when things go wrong. They're accessible and responsive. Red flag, teams that go silent for long periods, make excuses, or avoid difficult questions. Follow the project for at least a month before investing. See how the team communicates. See if they deliver on their promises. These 7 criteria are what separate the 10% that might succeed from the 90% that will fail. And here's the hard truth. Very few projects meet all 7 criteria. That's why 90% fail. But when you find a project that does meet all 7, that's when you might have found something real. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, go through your current portfolio. Run every project through these 7 criteria. Be brutally honest. How many actually meet all 7? Second, create a checklist with these 7 criteria. Before you invest in any new project, make sure it meets all 7. No exceptions. Third, accept that you're going to miss out on a lot of projects. Most projects won't meet these criteria. And that's okay, because the ones that do are the only ones worth investing in anyway. Do these 3 things and you'll avoid 90% of failures and dramatically increase your chances of finding the 10% that succeed. And if this video just changed how you evaluate crypto projects, hit that like button. Look, the crypto space is full of noise. Thousands of projects launching every month. Most of them will fail. Most of them are designed to fail. But now you know why they fail. And you know what to look for in the ones that might succeed. The question is, Will you have the discipline to only invest in projects that meet all 7 criteria? Or will you let FOMO convince you to lower your standards? Because the difference between building wealth and losing everything comes down to that discipline. Now, understanding why projects fail is critical. But there's another threat you need to know about that's stealing millions right now. In my next video, I'm exposing the wallet drainer scam and the 6 ways scammers trick you into signing malicious transactions. Click this video right here to watch it now. And make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because I'm releasing new scam breakdowns every single week. I'll see you there.